Hello there. I'm here to show you how to take apart Maruzen Type 96. The first step in taking apart your gun is to locate the two hex screw holes which are located by the magazine well and the end of the trigger. To use this, you'll need an Allen wrench. It should have came with the gun. After you've taken out or loosened the Allen wrench screw thingies, you'll need to separate the receiver and barrel from the stock. Disregard the stock right now, we will not need it. Next on our list, taking off the trigger system, you'll need a small Phillips screwdriver or flathead screwdriver, and it's good that the screwdriver will be long because it's hard to, with a stubby, smaller screwdriver, to try to get it in there. So a long one would be preferable. The final part of taking off the trigger system is to pull up the pin, and the trigger should come right off. After we've taken apart the trigger system, next would be the bolt. The bolt and the cylinder is held together by a small screw at the very large screw that's located at the end of the bolt. Using a flathead, you can easily take it off. And the bolt should come right off along with the cylinder. There you have it, cylinder. Now, to take apart the cylinder, you'll have to go to the cylinder head. Now, usually, a stock cylinder is sealed on tight with a glue. Most users try to take this off with this glue, and it's almost impossible. I recommend getting a new cylinder entirely, but because I have a new cylinder, it's easy to take it off. I can do it with my bare hands. Sometimes you might want to use pliers wrapped around tissue paper to take it off like this, but you cause risking the damage of the cylinder head. I recommend screwing it with your hands. Be careful when you take it out, because it might pop out, especially if you've got a higher powered spring. So here we are. Piston, spring, and the spring guide. This is a PDI piston. Some pistons, like the third element piston, and the one that came with the OK 500 FPS cylinder set, have a power, they call it the power accuracy cup, that fits onto the top of the piston. This does not have one, but some of you might have one. It's a little rubber piece, sometimes in red and sometimes in black. Taking that off, you'll make sure to, when you reinstall it, to make sure that it's on the cylinder or the piston. And that is how you take apart the Type 96. The next step in taking apart the gun is the barrel. I will show you how to get to the inner barrel and the hop-up system. The first thing you'll need to do is to simply unscrew the barrel from the receiver. It might take a little while because there are many threads on the barrel. After you've removed the receiver from the barrel, the next step is taking this little thing off. It holds the magazine into the gun. Now, you might have noticed that I have a bunch of tape around this one. I lost my screw, and it's very hard to come by the little screw down there, so try not to lose it. If it does happen, using ducking tape actually is very helpful when working with your gun. It keeps it in place as long as you put a lot of it on, and it doesn't affect the performance of the gun. But I will take off this, and I do have a little screw in there just to make sure the hop-up is secured in there, but I will just take all this off. And usually you would unscrew it right down here. You would unscrew this, and it should come right out. Alright, after you've taken this off, getting to the inner barrel is very easy. But because I have a silencer on mine and I've modded this, I will probably have to take off the silencer first, which I'm going to do, along with the pod. To get the hop-up out, it's just simply banging it out. Eventually it'll come out. Yeah. Eventually it'll come out. Actually, what I usually do is use a small little rammer on the cab. It came with my PDI tight bore barrel. I'll show you in a second. This piece is very helpful in getting out the barrel. You might want to use something similar to it. Make sure it has a flat end though. And simply jam it in like this. Keep pushing. And eventually, the barrel will come out very easily. And that is how you disassemble the inner and outer barrel.